Welcome back to Front Page Transfers. Erling Haaland is one of the most exciting and prolific strikers in world football, but his form has been called into question in recent weeks. Let's start with some perspective. Erling Haaland's goal-scoring record is nothing short of remarkable. Breaking the Premier League's single-season goal-scoring record with 36 goals and being the top scorer in the Champions League last season is not something we see every day. However, Haaland last scored a goal against Nottingham Forest with a header. Since then he has only scored one goal in his last 5 games and has missed a number of chances. During this period he attempted 15 shots with 6 shots on target. Is Haaland out of form? Should Manchester City be concerned about his form following their 3rd consecutive domestic loss? There are a few reasons why Haaland's form may have dipped slightly. Firstly, he is still adapting to the loss of his greatest supply line, Kevin De Bruyne. Haaland began life with City with a highly experienced cast behind him, with De Bruyne and Ilkay Gundogan feeding him from deep. De Bruyne set up 13 of Haaland's 52 goals last season, including his first from open play against West Ham with a dream, defense-splitting pass and behind the lines. But the Belgian tore his hamstring in the first match against Burnley, leaving Haaland without his favorite supplier. Gundogan was less productive than De Bruyne but equally important to City's style of play, and his departure has undoubtedly affected the way Pep Guardiola's side play, which inevitably has a knock-on effect on Haaland. City have also been stung by many other injuries, affecting how they would normally play. John Stones has been injured since the Community Shield, while Jack Grealish has been afflicted by a knee problem and only recently returned. Secondly, City made some significant transfer moves in the final week of August, when they swooped in for the promising talents of Jeremy Doku and Matheus Nunes. However, it's essential to remember that even a player as extraordinary as Erling Haaland needs time to gel with his new teammates. Former City midfielder Owen Hargreaves, in an analysis on TNT Sports after City's win at Leipzig, shed some light on the situation. Hargreaves emphasized that there's a learning curve for Haaland with these different personnel. With the absence of players like Kevin De Bruyne and Riyad Mahrez, Haaland is adjusting to new faces. Julian Lescott, another pundit, chimed in, highlighting the change in the pace of service. With Doku and Phil Foden now operating in combined spaces, the style of play has shifted, demanding precise timing and understanding. Lastly, opponents have had a year to get used to Haaland, and they are adopting new tactics to stop the Norwegian, or at least make his life harder. Rather than man-marking him, teams have often tasked 2 players, or even 3, with keeping him quiet. Now I'm seeing every time it goes into the box somebody is attaching themselves to him. Last season he was able to find space wherever he went into the box and teams weren't really expecting his presence in there, said former City midfielder Owen Hargreaves. But now that the ball tends to fall to him, just be close to him and all of a sudden you are able to compete. Haaland has also noticed a difference in how opponents set up against him. I feel they are doing more things to stop me putting more players on me, he told The Telegraph. But this is okay, I don't mind. It's a bigger challenge and if they want to put more players on me it means there is space elsewhere for other teammates. As simple as that. I just try and do my job and keep on doing the same as I did last season. However, it's not all doom and gloom for Haaland. He's formed a promising partnership with Julian Alvarez. Despite spending a considerable amount of time on the bench last season, Alvarez has become a central figure in the team this year. Alvarez has truly seized the opportunity presented by the changes City had to make due to injuries. Interestingly, Guardiola was initially reluctant to play both strikers together, fearing that it might hinder the team's creativity. However, this season, Guardiola has taken a different approach. Haaland and Alvarez have started every league game together, and the results have been telling. Alvarez, in particular, has made a significant impact. He's scored 6 times and provided 6 assists, demonstrating his versatility and ability to contribute in various ways. Guardiola explained the importance of having players like Alvarez close to Erling Haaland. When attacking midfielders are further away from Haaland, the team tends to struggle to score. Guardiola highlighted Alvarez's ability to position himself effectively behind the striker, which has added a new dimension to City's attack. Hence, even if Haaland is not able to get on the scoresheet, his presence opens up space for teammates like Alvarez. Despite his recent dip in form, Haaland is still City's most lethal weapon. He has 8 goals in 7 Premier League and Champions League games this season, and he has shown that he can still score goals even when he is not at his best. In the Champions League match against RB Leipzig, Haaland had 25 touches and took 6 shots, but he was uncharacteristically wasteful in front of goal. 4 of his attempts missed the target, and none of them really troubled the goalkeeper. However, he did hold the ball up well and helped substitute Jeremy Doku score the final goal. And let's not forget that even when Haaland isn't at his absolute best, he's still a formidable presence on the pitch. His unique approach, as he describes it, is like a zombie always waiting for the right moment to strike. So, while there might be a slight reduction in his threat this season, it would be unwise to write off Erling Haaland. Let us know in the comments below if you think Haaland will be back to his best form soon. And be sure to like and subscribe for more fascinating content. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll catch you in the next video.